Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross stitch.
One stitch at a time. Today is Sunday, April 17th. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. We're filming on Sunday because it is the third Monday of the month. And I have Ladies Guild tomorrow night. So, I hope you all had a wonderful Easter if you celebrate. If you don't, I hope you did something awesome this weekend.
I hope you had candy.
Hope you at least got some candy.
Even if you had to go to the dollar store and buy it yourself.
Some treats. Some treats for yourself.
Our treats for ourselves is improved footwear.
Yep. I bought new boots because my boots were they were bad.
And in the process of showing Laura the problem with my boots, I realized that the insoles in my boots are not attached like my old boots were. And then I found out that the exact same company that made my boots sells boot inserts.
Yes, they're replaceable. So, fixed his boots, got me new boots. Happy Easter. Had a lovely conversation with my mini-me this morning, which involved me looking at the ceilings and her hanging up with, I have to go assault him. Him being my brother, her father, because he was picking on her. Can't say he didn't ask for it. It was funny.
They have a very confrontational household.
They really do. Yeah. It was interesting. It's been an interesting.
So comment below what fun things you do for Easter.
Did you do something
just
fun?
sit and stitching does count.
Yes, sitting and stitching counts. Sitting and crafting counts. Doing nothing today counts.
Actually, most people who cross stitching is their version of doing nothing.
Well, so excuse me. I used to Zoom with this lady who was Russian Orthodox. Yes, Russian Orthodox. And obviously Sunday is the day of rest in Christianity. And they really, she couldn't even stitch because technically embroidery work once upon a time was work because you were making stuff for household use or whatnot. So, very interesting. But, I hope I sleep well tonight. Did not get to bed till late last night because we went to the Easter Vigil Mass, which starts at 9 p.m. and is 2 hours long.
I kid you not. This is how the Mass ended. The Mass has ended. Hallelujah.
That is what they do because it's part of the worship. Because what
Hallelujah
means, Jesus is risen.
But out of context, it's just hysterical. You are no fun.
Nope. The marathon of church with Holy Week is over. So, and it is Easter. So, we hope you guys have had a great week. Have we had a great week? We had a good week.
You might have. My work is kicking my butt still.
Okay. Well, how about you shout out our commenters on our last video?
Hey, y'all, what's up? If you didn't know that was coming, you would have been paying attention. Angie, Anna, Teresa, Victoria, Bridget, PD Stitcher, otherwise known as Tamara, and Lynn.
That's it. Thank you all. Lovely hearing from you. I didn't respond back this week to comment. I don't know why, but I read them all.
I believe it's what you said earlier, Marathon Church.
I did read them all.
And you've been doing a lot of other stuff too.
Yes, prepping for a show with my Bath and Body stuff in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Have fun.
Less than 2 weeks? No, I think it's 2 weeks. Okay, so it's technically 3 weeks. Makes me feel a little bit better. Alright, let's move on to whips, because I'm just babbling at this point.
Isn't that like most of our shows?
Whips.
I got a little bit of stitching in. I was actually very happy my bug even showed up for this week. Went on holiday without me. How dare it? This is Ink Circles Squirrels of Sumatra. This is going to be fun. I got like that much of these things done. But I'm getting them.
He's getting it. It's on 16 count.
Ada Heirloom.
From
The Slovak Farm. I'm bad at promos at this one.
I'll train him yet. Okay, so Monday. I gotta bug up my butt. No one finish something, and I finished it. But we'll get to that in a minute. So, not a ton of projects for me this week. I finished it on Thursday. I'm actually surprised I was able to finish it because I had a busy week. But so on Thursday, after I finished, I pulled out Calla Lily Bride. Needed to stitch on this for 2 days for Whipco, which I did. Got 404 stitches on it. Things are falling. Things are falling. I used this in Mary Poppins Week Challenge. Things are stuck. Things are stuck. I use this on Mary Poppins Week Challenge. Something that you have more than... So a whip you have more than one of from the designer. So 404 stitches, which was most of this. This is on a Silk Weavers. I want to say Pink Champagne, but I could be wrong. It is a, I believe it's third. It's 28. It's 28. Those holes are bigger. It's 28. Does that make it? Yeah, you can see that better. Her wing is...
Do you want me to turn the light on?
Pretty much done. No, there was just too much backlight. Her wing is pretty much done, which is good because I decided I was going to do her wing in metallic. Well, there's a little bit more left to do on her wing. But I'm extra decided I was going to do her wing in metallic.
I love you.
So it's slow going. It's not horrible. It's just slow.
How many of your regrets in stitching that you regret while doing it, but not regret when you're done, involve the word metallic?
I don't necessarily regret doing it. It's slow going. It's slow going. So then, on Friday, I started something new. Because I can. I have been waiting to start this for a while. Oh Feathers by Rosewood Manor. I am using the called for sulky threads that they made a pack for when it was released. Probably is some shops may still have the pack available. But Sulky kind of does their packs like early on in the release, and then after that you kind of can't find it done as a pack. You may be able to find it on Zalki online, but they tend to like to sell their thread individually. And I've been told that wholesaling with them, if you're not moving a bunch of it, it's a challenge. So I don't carry Zalkies, is what I'm trying to tell you. I did 678 stitches on this. It's on just plain 32 count white. And I am so glad I put it on white because it pops.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted it to pop. This was 2 of my monthlies. Our monthly for Daily 30 this month is an acrostic. We have to do Easter time. You can use the same chart. You can't use the same item in the chart, so...
I'm not going to lie. It literally looked like the peacock's trying to hypnotize me.
I use this for his tail feathers, because he's got his tail feathers, and thing I learned from my friend Juanita when we were discussing this Friday when I was like, how can I make this fit? The monthly is that when a male peacock spreads his tail feathers to attract a female mate, is called train running. So I used it for 2 T's. And I loved it. It's very beautiful. Alright. And then, so what I spent the bulk of my week stitching on, because I got a wild hair at my butt and wanted to finish this project, was Red, White, and Bloom by Country Cottage Needleworks. This is on a piece of hand-dyed by the Slovak Farm 28 count heirloom. The white is really hard to see on camera, but it looks, I mean, it's definitive in person, so. I ended up doing 1,165 stitches on this to finish. I put in the last 2, no. I had, on this all I had done was the leaves. So I did everything in the red but the leaves, and then all of the bloom. It's very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I spent lots of time stitching on this. I'm glad I got to finish it. Did I start with 31 things in March? I sure did. Did I start something for my birthday a week after the March started? I sure did. But I gotta finish. You can start stuff and finish things. It's possible. So that's literally been my stitching this week.
I have no idea where that's coming from. You, I know, are referencing something very specific, and I don't think I want any part of it. Because it probably involves somebody whose name can be somebody who can be described with a word that rhymes with itch.
I finished. That's been my stitching week this week because I wanted to finish this. Flowers for the tea party at I just realized I did something really stupid on my daily 30. I gotta change it.
Okay, can we just hit the button?
So, flowers for my Mary Poppins tea party. Mary Poppins was pulling flowers out of her magic carpet bag, and then I used this for an alternative stitches on something. Just because I was going to continue to stitch on it till I was done. So, and that wrapped up the week. Yeah, that's all my stitching for this week. I do have some haul. So, let's go on to haul. Haul.
Y'all.
I got a little bit more birthday stuff. One Well, I don't know if we're calling this birthday stuff or random stuff because the person that sent me it had already sent me a birthday present, but they went to a sale at a needlework store near them and got some stuff that they wanted to send me. And then remember when I said I had gotten some Mirabilia Santas and I didn't remember where I put them? So let's start with those. So I got the Colonial Santas. This is Plymouth Santa. This is Jamestown Santa. And this is Williamsburg Santa. They tick my boxes. And then I got the Blue Ridge Santa. And the Appalachian Santa line. I don't know why I did not get the Smoky Mountain Santa for myself. I thought I did. I will later. And then my friend Victoria got me some stuff. This is heartstring sampleries. You had me at pumpkin spice. Yes, it's in the chart. What is this? Oh dear. It's from It's So Emma. Isn't the deer cute?
Yeah, Rudolph is cute.
And then this one is called A Present to Esther Clark from Scarlet House. Very cute. That be the haul, y'all.
Yeehaw!
Plans and announcements. Last week's video was nearly an hour long. This week's is barely going to top 30 minutes. Welcome to the crazy farm. Plans. Do you have any plans for the week? Surviving.
Not punching a coworker. Possibly getting some stitching in. Playing video games. SSDD.
I was just watching the news before we started filming. I don't think I'm going anywhere tomorrow because we're getting snow.
Like what? Like 2 to 3 inches, I think they said.
I don't think it's going to be significant snow. It's just
Enough to make it dangerous that he gets out there.
it's supposed to come in really when I'm normally out and about. So normally I go to Wellington on Mondays mornings to go to mass with my mom and dad. Well, my mom. Sometimes my dad shows up. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. I don't. It's a whole another ball of wax we're not going to talk about because this is Flosstube, not ChurchTube. We're
Okay, moving on then.
And then I go and stitch in the afternoons. I usually leave here. I just looking at the way the weather is going to be. I'm probably just going to end up staying home. I don't know. I might not, depending on what the weather does. But probably just going to stay home and stitch. And then Ladies Guild. But oh, and I forgot to say this in Rips. I am working on my single focus Sunday, or my Sunday focus project. I am not close to the goal that I have on it. I need like another 150 stitches to get to the goal I want on it. So I'm just going to wait until next week to show you guys. That way I don't have to double show it to you. Daily 30 this week's prompt, or this week's weekly was that was released on Friday, is One Whip Wonder. I don't remember the different things you need in the whip. Something, letters, building, animal or human, different brands of floss. I forget number 5. But the goal is bonus tokens if you get all of your stitches for the 5 prompts this week on one whip. And it is it's the 100-200 stitch count week, so that won't be terrible. But I did not dig it out yet. I need to go do that. But my whip that fits all 5 of those. Oh, I remember what the 5th one is. Something you can find in nature that's not man-made. Pumpkin Farm has the words Pumpkin Farm, pumpkins for sale. It has words on it with letters. It has a house on it with buildings. It's got people on it. I'm pretty sure there's an animal or 2 on it. It's got pumpkins, which are not man-made, found in nature. And there is 1 specialty floss called in it, and the rest are called in DMCs. So it fits. So I will be doing 1,000 stitches on that this week. So next week's video might not be very whip heavy either. But, it is what it is. It is what it is, people. So that is the plans for the week. Announcements are few and far between. Still taking orders for the... Honestly, okay, so I'm still taking orders for the 12 Days of Christmas box. I'm going to be taking orders until October. If you want to do the payment plan, I have it set up for 3 payments. May. I don't remember. There's 3 payments, with the last one occurring in October. And the reason I'm closing the sign up in October is just for the fact of being able to get supplies, to make sure I don't not have stuff if I've got to wait. But all of the information for them can be found on the Slovak Farm social media, Instagram, Facebook page, Facebook group. I'm not going to talk about it every single week. I'll talk about it maybe once a month. I might talk about it a couple more times. I might talk about it the videos for the rest of the month, but...
Why don't you just do 1 segment and just keep adding it at the end of every video?
I could do that. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to talk about it every single video. Alright, so that's it. Last week's video was 50 minutes. This week's video is barely going to be 30. That's what happens when Laura gets a bug up her butt and only wants to stitch on 1 thing. Don't ask me. Alright. That car just went to the... car just drove by soaking wet. They must have gone to the car wash. Apparently they didn't watch the weather. Sorry. Squirrels. Random. Moving along. What do we want the people to do, darling?
Have a nice day. Please like, comment, subscribe, bell notification, thingy bobby, all that YouTube stuff.
All the YouTube stuff. You can find followable social media linked below, along with a link to the Slovak Farm, Shopify shop, and social media. And we will see you next week. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, 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 bye.